and shine, get up and go. It's the Long Island Breakfast Club show. Grab a cup of coffee or hot cocoa. It's the Long Island Breakfast Club show. Grab a cup of Java or espresso. It's the Long Island Breakfast Club show. Tina Valentina is the host, you see. She's as classy as she can be. Grab a cup of coffee or espresso with the Long Island Breakfast Club show. I say rise and shine, get up and go. It's the Long Island Breakfast Club show. Grab a cup of coffee or espresso with the Long Island Breakfast Club show. Another cup of Java or espresso. Another cup of coffee or hot cocoa. It's the Long Island Breakfast Club show. It's the Long Island Breakfast Club show. It's the Long Island Breakfast Club show.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's Thursday. Today is a special day on the show. I have some great people here today. I'll start on my left with Angelo Amato.
Hello, Valentina.
We're going to talk about everything he's doing with his new film. I have Judy Marlow. We're going to talk about how she's been volunteering for the show and all the things she acts as a Priscilla for an Elvis. She does all kinds of charity work and just retired. And then the first time I'm meeting, finally, Mr. Stephen Chang.
It's very nice to meet you.
Yes, he's in the film that we're all in that we're going to be talking about today. But today is National Red and White Wine Day. So everybody has wine. So let's all...
I'll never turn down wine.
There you go. Let's drink this wine.
All right.
It's a Zinfandel and it's red.
Salud.
So drink it up. I actually love white wine because red gives me a headache. How about you?
I like both.
You like both. And my friend Judy here has perfect hairdo today.
Oh,
So mine doesn't look as good as hers. But
Oh, yes, yours
you
does.
have, and she told me she's going for a haircut today. I'm like,
Not
what?
today.
Tomorrow. You said.
Saturday.
Yeah, but it looks perfect. Why are you touching that gorgeous hair? I don't know. I don't know why. But anyway, so we're here today for a lot of very good reasons. And the whole show is based around Angelo, myself, because I'm in his film, Judy, who knows so much about the autism spectrum, and Mr. Chang, who plays the greatest father in the film to our main character, who is, what's her name?
Lisa.
Lisa. I was hoping Lisa was going to make it, but she couldn't make it. So, you know, for me, this is really an exciting day because I'm in this film. It's one of 5. This is my 5th film. And I never did it until I started volunteering, learned a lot at the festivals. Everybody should go to a film festival. And we have a big one coming up in October. And,
If it's the one you
Yes.
I think you're talking about.
and Angelo put our movie into the festival. So
Wonderful.
we
Where
have
is
an
it?
opportunity. It's going to be in Lindenhurst.
Oh, I don't want to miss
I
And
think
you
we're
guys,
still waiting on the response, but
you're in though, right?
no, we're waiting on the response.
Oh, okay.
So we don't know.
Okay. Well, I'm hoping we're in because then everybody could come and see it there.
Unless you know something I don't.
No, I don't.
No,
I don't.
no.
I haven't talked to Jerry in a
Okay,
while, but
okay.
he's busy. He's trying to busy right now.
Yeah.
So we both lived where? West Hempstead.
West Hempstead.
That's how we kind of connected again because I believe in networking. So tell the story. Like I met you somewhere in that West Hempstead, and then how many years later?
Yes. Well, and then also I saw you in the Fontanas.
Right, the Fontanas,
And,
which is another thing I'm in.
Yeah, because which was shortly after I wrote Max.
Right, and the name of the
And,
movie is Max.
Is Max. And when I wrote the screenplay, I was looking for someone to play Max's mother. And the character of Max is actually he's Italian American, and his real name, his birth name, is actually Massimo, but he likes to go by Max. And so I was looking for someone to play an Italian American mother. And there are certain aspects of the story where you do see certain aspects of Italian American culture. For example, they talk about how in August the family makes jarred tomato sauce, which is something that a lot of Italian Americans like to do, and she's that loving mother, and she's looking after him, being that she's the sole caretaker of him, and he has autism, and so she's that Italian American mother that loves her boy. And so when I saw you in the Fontanas, and I saw the way you carried yourself, even though the character was somewhat different, I really liked your performance. I thought that you were very grounded in that, very, very real. And I thought that you would be excellent for the part. And if you remember that I reached out to you and asked you
and
to
that was
audition,
shocking.
and you did it. You
And
did a very
you're the
good
reason
job
that
with
I
the
learned
audition.
how to do the audition on my cell phone, because I never knew how. I used to have to go somewhere, and he was the reason, because I'm like, he goes, well, that's how you do it. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, today
So-
everybody's turned to that. I know they used to do it
Yeah.
in person, but
So I had to go out and buy a stand and everything, and by myself, sat in a chair, and I must have done, I don't know, about 80.
well, you did a good job. You got the part.
Yes.
Yes.
So isn't that
Very
interesting?
proud of you.
And, up until losing my job and writing my book, I never did anything like this. And it was Jerry Ferretti that helped put me on the map because of volunteering for the film festival. So I could recommend anyone. You want to go to the film festival, it's coming up.
I want to
Call
know
me.
all about it.
You gotta go, because you are going to see movies all day long and eat hamburgers and potato chips. I mean, it's really fun. And it goes on for 4 days in Lindenhurst.
Wow.
Yes, it's a real lot of fun. And you meet people like Angelo that make films, and you never know what can happen. And that's how it happened for me. So now let's talk about it a little bit. You talked about the part I'm in. What about this Steven that I just met for the first time? I saw him all over the film, but
well, it turned out that I know we had mentioned earlier, Lisa, the character is Lisa. Lisa in the film, the character's name is Lisa, played wonderfully by Rachel is actually her real
Rachel,
name.
And she's not here with us today.
Yes, unfortunately she's not here, but she did a fantastic job. And so when I casted her as the part, she's actually her heritage is actually she's Korean, she's American, Korean American, and so but I was open to the possibility of really any background. There could be a situation where perhaps she had mixed parents, different background. But then, so I really put it out there. And today we have all different kinds of platforms for auditions,
Which was
online
nice
platforms.
that you opened it to all nominations of people.
Yeah, a lot of times people don't, again, realize that today you can do things virtually with the auditions. So I just really put the part out there. And when I saw Steven's audition, I just thought that he was great. Not only, and just coincidentally, I thought like he could really pass for Rachel's dad, the character of Lisa's dad, because he resembles.
I thought you
Rachel.
were really a dad.
Yes,
Yes.
she did.
I was like, I thought you were
She
really
did.
a dad.
She did. But again, very, very grounded performance, and the character in the story is someone who is really kind of down on his luck and down in the dumps, and he didn't overdo it, and it was perfectly grounded, and I just felt that he was very talented.
So Steven, how did you get involved in all this theater? And I know you've been working with musical theater and a lot of workshops, and how did it happen? New Yorker, I love it. I love New York.
Yeah, born and bred in New York. I've been doing this off and on since I was a kid. Any good project I'd be willing to take on, but for that role, Angelo, it was a really great role. Will was down on his luck. It's something that I personally could relate to.
Depression, right?
Yeah, just things aren't
Well, we
working
all
out for
can,
you, and you need to
yes.
pick yourself up and find a new beginning, a new start. So it was a great role.
Good. So you enjoyed it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, there was that one scene where you guys are talking so seriously, but you're not interested because you don't really want to.
At that time, I don't think I was ready to move forward yet.
Yes,
but
right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What do you
Absolutely.
think, Judy?
I haven't seen it. I just
Well, we're gonna
saw
have to-
some of.
we're
I
gonna have
saw
a
some of the promos of it, and you were terrific.
Oh, thank you
I
so
didn't
much.
see
Thank
you in that promo,
Oh,
and
It's
I didn't
okay.
see you, Valentina.
Thank
but
you.
I'm.
But
Well, we're
they're
gonna
in
see a
it.
little
They're
bit
in it.
now.
They're
I mean,
both
you
in it.
really looked
Oh,
like.
thank you.
Oh,
Thank
my
you.
God.
I appreciate it. Thank you. So we are releasing it tomorrow. Actually, tomorrow evening. And just, for in case somebody watches this in the future. So that's August 29th, Friday, August 29th at 7 p.m.
And how do they watch it?
Okay, so I will be posting the link in various places. I believe you're going to include the link on your site, correct?
Yeah, well, you're going to send it to me.
Yes.
I'll print it up, and
Yes.
then I'm going to send
Yes.
it all around.
But you can also, because a lot of times people with the links, they'll wind up watching it on their devices. And I realize a lot of people might like to, but really,
TV is the best.
Yes. And if you want to watch it on television, as long as you have a smart television that you can access YouTube, you can simply just type in Max and Angelo Amato film. You do have to put in Max and Angelo Amato film, because unfortunately I'm not famous, so you can't just put Max. You have to write Max
your second
and Angelo
film.
Amato film. Yes.
So I'm going to talk about that later. But
Okay.
let's see that pick up just some photos, Bobby. We have some photos of some of the shots of when here we go. We have that was done. Oh, that
That's
is a
beautiful.
great photo with the
Yes.
railroad, and
Yes.
you guys were getting real friendly there.
Yes. Actually, at this moment in the film, Max and Lisa are actually going into the city.
Looks like you were dancing.
Well, this begins. He's a little reluctant to go because he gets nervous in crowds, and she talked him into going, and he wants to make her happy because he's crazy about her, and so he agrees to go. And we actually see here the beginning of what is really like a music montage. I included, I grew up on these films, these 80s kind of films that have these music montages. So there are actually a couple of them throughout the film. But
Okay, and now this is in the bagel store
yes, and that's
in Whitestone, right?
yes.
Mm-hmm.
And you were in that scene with us. You did a great job, and that's Brandon Agnew, who plays the character of Jerry.
Yes.
And Jerry is supposed to be a bagel store owner, which coincidentally, the gentleman who right now you can just see
Who
his
owns
left
the store
arm.
is on the other
Yes,
side.
and his name in real life is Jerry. So
Jerry, right.
the owner of that bagel store, which is in Whitestone on 150th Street. He's gonna kill me because the name of the place is escaping me at the moment. But it's right across the street from the post office anyway. So
And now look
yes.
at this one. This is, see me, I'm mad.
Yeah.
I'm mad in the front
Why
door
are you angry?
because I'm not sure if I like this girl.
Oh.
Okay. And he's upset because he's telling me, ma, right?
Yes.
And
Well,
here I
he's
am.
kind of looking off into his own because
Yeah.
he's upset.
And you see
And,
when they're
and she
upset.
knows that. Mom knows
and
that
you
her
see how I'm
son's
holding
upset.
my
And so
I'm like
she's,
this, like
Yeah.
that's that scene. And
yes.
now this guy, he was a charmer, but he's a bad guy in the movie.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't want to give away too much,
Right.
but it's yeah. He's
and
you
look at
just
that
have to
cover.
see it.
Isn't that a
Beautiful.
beautiful
Yeah.
cover?
You know what I love about all these scenes and pictures? The authenticity of New York.
Yes.
Like you really see it from the
Everything.
Mets to the
Queens and
subways,
Nassau.
Queens.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
It's very
important.
true.
It's awesome
It's
the way
very
it's
true.
filmed.
And I live in Nassau,
Yeah.
so half the movie was done in Nassau, and the other half was done all in Queens.
Yes, we did some Queens,
By the
Nassau,
church.
and also parts of. You're going to see there are parts of Manhattan.
And then
Yeah.
we were walking into the church in one scene, and these old people were coming into the church. I had to practically beg them to be in the scene. No, we don't want to.
Yes.
Show us
And then
the
do you remember
stuff.
what happened?
What
Yeah.
happened?
We had to beg them to get into the scene because they were like, "No, we got to go to mass. It's late." Blah, blah. And then
They called.
and then when we were done filming it,
Where
they
do
were
we
like,
see it?
"Where can we see it? What can we?" And suddenly, But
It's very funny.
if they see it, they're going to be disappointed because
They're
didn't
really not
they
in too
didn't
much
make
of
the
the
cut.
scene.
They didn't
Yeah.
make the cut.
Oh,
No,
all
they
right.
didn't. I'm
But it's
sorry.
funny. Some
They
people.
got an opportunity.
No, there was
Yeah.
one guy who kept looking at the camera.
So now you have a
Camera.
personality. Well, if somebody did that to you, you do it because you're
Yeah,
a very
of
friendly
course.
and outgoing woman.
I was a very shy person until I worked for a man that used to
Battle you.
put me in situations that I didn't expect, giving speeches with the press there, write a speech to motivate our sales force. But I never did that before. You have a whole
Right.
weekend.
Yeah.
And then it turns out that I'm giving this speech with the press. The worst thing he did, and actually the best, was he invited the whole office to see him on TV. My job was to get him on different shows.
Yes. Mhm.
But this time, he got his own show and he brought everybody. And a man came into the audience And he said, "Where's Judy Marlow?" And I said, "Why?" He goes, "Are you Marlow?" Put his like that, and he dragged me up to the stage. I'm going, "No, I'm not." We have 4 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes, and he puts me in the middle of the panel. Okay, I don't know what's going to happen.
Some
But the
bosses like
best
that.
part is there's a curtain behind us, and they hung pictures on the curtain. And as he's rolling the camera, he's sitting in one of those carts with the film,
Mhm.
and each picture hit the ground. When the one behind me hit the ground, he said, "Knock it off." I was like laughing, like I couldn't stop laughing. I actually bit the inside of my mouth to stop laughing. And I said, the good part about it was I decided to take the Dale Carnegie course. Now you can't shut me up.
Yeah. Well, I have had bosses in media that are crazy too. I had a boss that I used to plan all the events for the press, so it was big.
Yeah.
The 21 Club is the nicest club in Manhattan. He didn't like the chairs that day. He comes into the room because he comes the last minute.
And you
I
can't
don't
make
like
changes.
the chairs. I'm like, you're in the best club in New York City. I
Right.
don't care. Redo it. And I did because I was
Where are you going to
used
get
him.
new chairs?
No, we just rearranged them.
Oh.
He didn't like where they were. I'm like, the band is like crazy. But press and reporters and all that, they're very demonstrative. And if they're asking you a question, you better make sure it's right.
Right.
Is it red or is it blue? Why is it red? What makes you think it's red? And I learned all that from him. And look at what I'm doing now after all these years as I'm retired. It's weird.
Yes. We're doing
Definitely.
more retired than we did when we were working.
Yes, because when we worked and we did it under pressure, now we do it because we want to.
Yes.
And that's a big thing about volunteering. It's the
Yes.
best way to land a new job. And that's what my book's about, From Fire to Freedom. So anyway, you got anything going on? You said you did some research on this guy, Angelo.
Yes.
She found out more than me. I was like, I think I got to hire her here.
I'm scared.
Angelo Amato grew up in Queens, New York.
Well, I'm
He knew-
originally from Queens, but then I moved to Nassau. My
Yeah, you want
parents
a
moved to
candy?
Nassau County. I'll take one.
Candy?
Thank
Where
you.
in Nassau?
To West Hempstead.
Okay.
That's how we both
And
lived there.
I lived in Baldwin way back.
Oh, okay.
So we were neighbors. And he knew he wanted to be an actor when in the 8th grade he threw on a leather jacket to star in Grease. He went on to study at the great Terry Schreiber studio in Manhattan.
It's a big one.
He continues to star in numerous plays and films. Well, this is his first time directing a full feature.
And me too. I'm in a full
Yes.
feature. First time.
His last short, Coming Home, was a quarter finalist in the Big Apple Film Festival and appeared as a cover story on the Queen's Examiner.
Where you find this?
Wow.
Very
Let me
impressive.
tell you.
Detective.
And
Very
the
impressive
last
resume.
film,
Thank you.
is fabulous too.
I saw
That's
it.
how I started to meet you with the last film and stuff.
Yes.
Which-
Yes.
And guess what? We just
I'm
got a
okay.
story as well. It's going to be next Friday in the Herald. And it's because we both started in West Hempstead where the Herald is.
Oh, that's great.
So that's
Yes.
going to be a nice story to read.
Yes. Yes. It's the article is written by the reporter Madison Gussler. She reached
Yes.
out to me. Was nice enough to reach out to me, and we had a great interview. And I'm just really excited about the film because I think it's a very important deals with an important subject
Aspect
matter.
of health. And let's talk about it for a few seconds.
Yes. First thing that I would say is that, sometimes people ask why this story, why did I choose this topic? And while there's no like one person or one specific issue that I can point to that I would say that this is why this story is just that first off, I'm drawn to important subject matters. I think that film is a very powerful medium. I do sincerely believe that a really good film can change someone's life. And this issue has always been something that I can't really explain why, other than to say I just feel for people
people
with
in the
this
spectrum,
issue
yes.
and their families. And also, if you pay attention to like the research, they're saying that the number of people that are diagnosed with autism is continuously on the rise. And
Yes.
it is now up to, the last I read was 1 out of every 31 children are diagnosed with autism. And no one really seems to know exactly why. And, I don't want to get into all kinds of
No, we don't have to
conspiracy theory. Not everybody
right.
believes what they believe. And I don't feel like I'm educated enough to know the answer to that. But certainly we're at a position and in time in society where people should really be demanding to know what's going on. Why is this happening?
What is it? They're eating something, they're living somewhere, they're drinking something. There's
Yes.
all reasons. The pipes dirty with bad water. I mean,
Could
there's
it come
so many
from
things.
vaccinations?
Yeah.
Well, there are
There's
some
all
people
kinds
that
of things.
speculate, but I also feel that it's important to. I think that human nature, a lot of times we have a tendency that when we see somebody that's disabled, any kind of disability, that there can be a tendency to want to look away, not
Back
because
away.
we don't care,
Yes.
but because we feel bad. We don't know what we can say. We don't know what we can do. And I also think that there's a part of us that feel like if we're not looking at it, that it's not real, and that's
Well, it's
terrible.
true. And then there's
know?
the caretaking part,
Yes.
which is I'm the caretaker. I'm a widow, and I'm struggling because I don't know if I die, who's going to take care of my Massimo, and that's
Yes.
him.
Yes.
And so, have you ever had any
Right.
feelings with anything with the spectrum?
I actually I'm very involved in human services.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my company we provide software to human service agencies, so it's a
Oh.
very important community to be
Involved in.
involved in. So it's really great that you're addressing this issue.
So, what company is it? Because I worked in tech for many years.
It's called Precision Care. There we
Precision
go. We just
Care.
plugged it. But yeah, so we provide software to human service agencies. But I attend conferences and stuff like that. But this community, everything Angelo said is 100% correct. Yeah, it deserves awareness and compassion and
Yeah,
everything,
I'm
yeah.
hoping because I know a lot of nonprofits in this arena, and I've already talked to somebody here that helps kids save lives because he has the life pack machine. It's very big, and I already talked to him. I'm like, you think you'd want to show some of your staff? He said, yeah, I have a few working for me. So it's all about getting the message out, and I don't know. This message is a great way because it's about hope. Right?
Yes. Yes.
And
that's a
yes,
good
my
word.
kid maybe can get married someday. And yes, he can get a job. Instead of years ago when you went to the school, the psychologist talked to your child and you came out crying. He's never going to talk. He's never going to do this. That's not the way it is anymore. You have to fight, just like you fight for your life as an advocate, you have to be an advocate for your child. Because
said.
the person in the school district who's maybe taking care of you, she's there 50 years. She just wants to get her
Right.
pension and go.
You have to have empathy for people,
Right.
and you have to get to know them, even if maybe they're not acting the way they should.
Right.
Try to relate to them.
Right. And you have to document everything in order to win.
Yes.
So on that note, what do you think? Are we going to show the trailer?
That'd be great if you have it. Sure.
Bobby, let's show the trailer. I can't wait to see it.
Here you go, Max. Light and sweet, just the way you like it.
Thank you, Jerry. Jerry makes the best coffee, light and sweet, just the way I like it.
I think you're spending too much time with Lisa.
But Matt, that's because Lisa's my best friend. That's why I always say Lisa and Max, Max and Lisa. You are very talented. You're a very talented person. I've read your stories and they're very good.
What would I do without you, man?
I don't know.
Lisa and Jeff.
Little roller, up along first, behind the bed. It gets through Buckner.
Hello?
Hi, is this Lisa?
Yes.
Lisa.
Max.
Why do you keep bothering me? I just told you I'm looking at the coffee now. Now, why are you getting involved?
Because they were bothering you.
But Ma, I don't need you to stick up for me because I can stick up for myself.
There's something wrong with the world, but there's nothing wrong with you.
What are you doing with this guy?
But Melissa, I cannot dance. You know,
Oh yeah, of course you can. Come on. You're doing it. You're doing it.
Look up, don't turn away. Show me everything I'm not supposed to see. You see it in my eyes that I
What's this? She's never coming back.
You're just not going to have anything in common with her or the people she associates with.
And I must know. I must know.
Max went to the net game by himself.
I love you, Max.
You know, I cannot tell you the feelings that I get in watching all of that.
You want to cry, right?
Well, it's been some 2.5 years that idea, the very beginnings of writing that screenplay came to me around like February of 2023. I remember I went to go visit my parents in Florida. I was on a plane and on the way down, and I was on the notes section of I write very like systematically. I've heard some people they write screenplays that they say they just like sit down and write. I don't know how you could possibly do that. And then maybe they do rewrite after rewrite, but I just wrote it once and that was it. But I do it in a very, I first develop characters and the storyline, but what's going on with each character. And then I really map out every scene to make sure that there's nothing that I'm missing before the dialogue is actually like the last thing that I write. I already kind of basically know where I'm going scene by scene. But also just to like when you write something and to have actors audition and like to see them send
and
you,
because,
it's
I might say it this way, but he wants it said that way.
Yes.
Right.
And not only that, the locations, that's another thing I never knew because I volunteered my house.
Yes.
And
Yes,
so
thank
that's
goodness.
my house in all the pictures.
Thank
Oh,
goodness.
And
Yes.
it looks pretty good.
Yes.
It's
The house that's Max's house
It's my house.
Yes.
And it's
yes.
in Valley Stream and it's a
Yes.
little apartment.
Oh.
Yes.
You
But-
get to see my apartment in
Yes.
there.
Yes,
I was gonna say it, but I didn't know if you wanted to share.
No,
That's
it's
why
totally
I'm fine.
And the thing
So
about
yeah,
it
we
is
pulled together.
we
pulled
did,
together,
but
yeah.
it does take a lot of days. It was 18
Oh.
days, wasn't it?
It was
In my
18
house.
days.
And you
18
had
days, and then I did a couple on my
outside.
where I just did certain shots with just the character of Max. But it was basically a 20-day shoot, and we
Yes.
were going like mad. We were going like mad.
And we have to thank your wife because she always
Yes.
presented with us with nice dinners, and we
Yes.
had to eat it up.
Yes.
And she
Yes.
was lovely.
What's your wife's name?
Sarah.
Sarah.
Thank you for the food.
Thank you.
And he had a lot of people helping. I mean, family people, and they were fantastic. And I kind of got friendly with them because they were in my house for 18 days,
Yes.
and it was nice.
Yes.
And yes, it's hard to donate your house for a movie. I have to say it is.
Well, they were making some changes.
But if you live alone, it's not so hard. But if you have family and other people, you're putting them out.
right.
you know.
Yes.
But I don't
Yes,
regret it.
and
I don't regret
really,
it.
I thank the two of you so much for opening up your
And they also
homes for
take the
that.
things down with the
Yes.
wall, and they,
Oh,
they
yes.
put their own things on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, they don't want your individual
But they
photos.
clean up when they come back the
Okay.
next
Do
day.
you know? I will tell you. If anyone is thinking of making a film, the first thing that I would suggest: take all the clocks off the walls.
Yes.
Get clocks out of the way. 'Cause
Yes.
what happens is you're shooting the
noise.
scene. No, you're shooting a scene. It's 2 p.m. and then you're still shooting for a few hours, and now there's a camera and there's a clock in the background, and the continuity is all thrown off because these two people are having a conversation.
Now you
and
have to do
You
the
had
whole
that
thing over.
massive clock on your wall. How
I
to
had
get that
big
out of
clock,
there?
and
I
to
gotta
take
tell
it
you,
on
you
and
know,
off was a lot
Because
of
you're
work.
watching the scene. Anyone watching the scene when it's
Gonna
edited,
notice
they're going to
that.
see it's 2:30 and now it's 4:30. What happened?
I just have to
Yeah.
say, I love the way you
Yeah.
rearranged my apartment. It looked
Yeah.
better after you were
Yeah.
done with it than when I was
Is
in
it
there
still
by
that
myself.
way?
I kept it, yes.
No, but it's true. But then there's also someone rings your doorbell, and you're in the middle of the scene.
Yes.
So there's a lot of things. Plus, I live in a senior housing, so the old people they see new people, and they see people coming in with cameras. And right away they don't know what's going on, and this
Yeah.
isn't the first time I've done this. I did it with the Fontanas as well. And when we did the Fontana scene, it was a scene with two beautiful, very sexy dressed women. And so you would believe the people were asking me questions. They said they're getting married. So we're having like a party. You have to
Right.
make up stuff because you don't want people to really know what's happening.
Of course not.
But I tell you, it was a lot of fun. And my boyfriend Patrick was very good. He helped out. And,
Yes,
you know,
absolutely.
but just even the scenes outside the apartment when the plane would come
Yes,
or
yes.
the rain would come.
Sound is your biggest gift in film, but it is also your biggest obstacle.
Right.
It's the biggest, anyone who's like been a film student, they'll tell you that within the first couple of days, you learn that sound will kill you every time. So it's the thing that is your gift with music. And I have to tell you, I am thrilled with the music that is in this film, the soundtrack. It's a little bit of an old school kind of 80s vibe feel to it, even though the film doesn't take place in that time period. But I was just so grateful to the musicians that allowed me to use the music in the film. But even it's true what you're saying about like things outside.
Yes.
Question.
Yes.
So you're working on a scene, okay, and you put a lot of time in. Now all of a sudden you've got thunder, or you've
Yes.
Yeah.
you're gonna have to redo the
Yes, we had
Yeah.
to over and over again.
We had a situation where one of the characters, played by Brian Piccioni, the character of Jeff, he was wearing a shirt. And I don't even know if you know about this because I don't know if you were there at the moment, but he was wearing a shirt that for one reason or another the camera just didn't like it. And the playback,
We had to keep doing it
fortunately,
over, right.
fortunately, we saw that there was a problem here. Just there was an issue, so he had to change his shirt, and we had to very quickly try to do the scene over again. And some of it included outside the house, and the sun was going down. So things like that are
They could
it's
put you
very
behind
problematic.
in the
A lot. It fun is not the word that I would use to describe. It
The fun
becomes
is
more
now.
like a mission.
The fun is
Yeah.
after when you're
Yeah.
sitting here, like
Yeah.
I say,
Yeah.
as soon as this is ready, I'm going to
Yeah.
ask everyone, let's have a movie party at your house.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
And because it's not going on the big film yet, but it will be. And
Yes.
why not? You have to bring soda, popcorn, and come for 2
Sounds
hours.
good.
So I'm going to call all my family and say, when are we doing movie night? But
Yes.
we may have a little preview very soon. I looked into it for you. So down the line, we're looking for sponsors. And I already spoke to somebody about it. And the nice things is you go to the theater and it's more like, oh my God, here's the movie. Everybody comes, you take pictures. It's nice. So,
wonderful.
but it all takes time. Like this, when did you start?
I started this around like I said, the idea came to me around like February of 2023. I basically wrote it in the summer of 23, and I would write like a scene a day. I would wake up every morning around like 6 a.m., make some coffee, brew up some coffee, and I would write a scene because I felt that if I went beyond that I would be kind of forcing it, and I didn't want to, it was, I know as a low budget filmmaker, I only have so many
Yeah, you
resources,
play with your budget,
funding.
right? Mhm.
So you say to yourself, okay, so what do I have? What am I going to focus on? I'm going to focus on trying to write as strong a screenplay as I can, strong story, and strong actors to put
Right.
on strong performance, and to do the best I possibly can to edit the footage. And I could tell you that I was very meticulous.
She
to the
was.
point of
I have to say, we
madness.
did a few things over quite a lot.
Yeah.
But I'm happy because look at how I think it looks pretty
Yeah.
good.
Looks
And,
beautiful.
and then my other film
I
that
can't wait to see it.
I'm a mean mother. In this
Oh.
one, I'm not
So
a
you're
mean
showing
mother.
some
Yeah.
range.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here I'm a nice holy roller.
And what
Mother,
movie
you know.
are you going to be a mean mother?
That's the Fontanas. It's going to be
I gotta see
a
this.
series. Yeah, it's a
Okay.
series. I'm excited, but we're on the second. We're on the second series. We did the first series already, and that's with Jerry Ferretti, and you know him well as well.
How do you get
And-
to see that?
Well, you can go to Google and just put in the Fontanas. You can see 4 teasers, like you just saw.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm having a ball. Have you ever been? Tell me, what else have you been in? Mr. Chang. I love your name, Mr. Chang. You paint me.
It's
It
been
should
so
be a
long.
man with
I
tons
forget
of
what
money.
I've been in. Yeah, a couple of short films and theater and stuff like that. But I did want to say, I don't know how much time we have. What's really impressive about what Angelo did here, the complex relationships.
Yes,
that
which
are in
is
the movie.
huge.
Yeah, a lot of different dynamics. And it's really like a story about love. So
It's
I wanted
true.
to get that in there before.
It's
we
a
ran out of-
Yes,
It's
yeah. If
and
you really want
it's
to, what it boils down to
a
is
triangle.
it's a story that ultimately what I feel it's about is that everyone, regardless of their situation or their, however you want to put it, is capable of love, and that everybody wants to love and to be
Yes.
loved.
Right. And it expresses
beautiful
that
story.
we are all capable
Yes.
and we want it.
Yes.
And, maybe there was a time in the beginning where Rachel, didn't think it was going to be. And then she surprised herself because things happen. It's quite drama in the film.
I just want to add, can I mention where people could get support from a caregiving group?
Absolutely.
She wrote it
Fantastic.
down,
Yes,
yeah.
yes,
I
yes.
wrote it down. The Nassau-Suffolk Autism Society of America, Autism Disorders, Stony Brook Medicine, support groups in New York, Golden Care Therapy, Nassau-Suffolk Services for Autism, Autism LICIL Long Island chapter located at 380 Oaks Road in Huntington Station. And I've got an email, l.i@autismspeaks.org. I also have a phone number, but I don't know if you want me
Well,
to.
I'm going to post this. You're
Okay.
going to, send it to me on text, and I'm going to post it.
Thank you
'Cause
so
it's
much
great-
for
yeah, thank you for doing that.
sharing that.
I had planned on calling some people to
yeah.
come, but it just happened so fast.
Well, you need people to understand, and you definitely, if you're a caregiver, you definitely need support.
Yeah, and you need to
And
be able to
there's
talk
so
about
many
it.
hours, and sometimes the family is not
Yes.
willing to hear about it. They
Yes.
just don't
They
want
don't
to
wanna
hear. They
accept
don't
it.
want to know. They think you're spending too much
Yeah.
time or whatever. And you need support. And if you're not getting it from anyone in the family, thank God I did. I got it from my husband when I was a caregiver. But it's important to have a
Yeah.
group
Oh,
that
definitely.
you could talk it out with.
Definitely.
And I can't tell you how much like support and appreciation I've gotten from people just on social media, just sharing the story and sharing the trailer, people responding and sharing their own stories, either that
Definitely.
they have family members or that they themselves. And there was one in particular that, I mean, I'll tell you, I reading this, I almost felt like I could get emotional. But this young guy, he had to be like in his 20s, and he just wrote to me, thanking me and saying that, thank you for doing this. There's a lot of people that think that people with autism can't have romantic feelings. He put it. So just things like that, and in making this, I just really felt. The weight and gravity of the topic, and I can only hope that people are happy with it.
They're going to be happy with it. Not only that, it's going to be written about a lot because this is a very real part of life.
Yes.
And even with other diseases like Downs and all that, they have these homes now where a lot of these students live till they're grown up.
Right.
They party together. They take them everywhere. New York City, they go on the bus. They're teaching them so many things. And they're real people and they have a good time.
Absolutely. And just on that, like you mentioning other types of special needs or disabilities of kind, I feel that the story in a lot of ways can translate to many different,
different topics. Yes.
But just to add, it's very real. I look at my friends and their children. There's so many I know that have autistic children.
Yes.
Yeah, it's very real. It affects so many people.
Even just in my, I mean, I would not, I'm not in my home, but relatives, family members, friends.
And I think that once we get the word out, it's going to fly because, it only takes one person to send a message to another person, And look what's happened in this world with
Well-
everything, with the phones and the tech.
With the text, well, not text, but with Facebook.
Oh, yes.
I suggest looking up everything to do with autism.
Yes.
There's got to be a lot of different groups
Mhm.
Yes.
and sending.
What I'm sorry. Go ahead, please. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay.
Yeah.
And sending them
Yes.
support.
Yes.
Plus, we're going to be looking for some students that can
Yes.
do community service to help do this, because
Yes.
they know how to use the technology very
Oh,
easily.
Definitely.
And I myself, with the show, I'm just working with Hofstra, getting a student just to help me with some research, because I'm a one-man band, and I'm lucky to have.
One woman band.
I have Susan, who does a lot for me, and everything in the pictures
Thank you,
and everything.
Susan.
And but other than that,
We appreciate what you
if you
do.
work with kids that are in college, they're more interested. But now this kind of thing with tech, everybody's interested.
And they might decide to have a career in this field.
Exactly. So, but you're very good with the camera, photos, and also with the tech as far as making the film. I mean, how did you start?
Wow. Well, I'm going to say that if I can do this, anyone can do it, as long as you're someone that you have to have the drive to
And
do the
meticulous.
work. You have to do the work. Passion without labor, or dreams
have
without
passion.
labor is just that. You at the end of the day, you have to sit down and be willing to do the work. And what I would say, especially to young people, is that there's time for all the fun, the taking the selfies, this, that, the other, playing on the phones and all that. But if there's something like this that you want to do, you'd be surprised. The years go by very fast. So
That's true. It's the
you
real
got to be
deal.
willing. You got to be willing to put in the time and to do the work.
Yes. And if you're in college now,
yeah.
they have all these departments where you can make your own film.
Yeah.
Because I work with some of those students.
Yes.
I'm in two of their films.
Right.
So, but this is really great. I'm just so happy for you. We're going to mention how to watch it more later, but I have some things coming up. Bobby, can you bring out the photo for the opera? If anybody here is interested in opera, we have opera night, and it is the best date you can have in Huntington for $10 a night. And it's September 12th, it's in a beautiful church, and it's just like going to the opera. And if you have a loved one that you want an aria sung to her, it's a $50 charge to go to the charity, and it's a great night out. So check it out. It's in September, and we go all the time. It's one of my clients. And if you have any questions about the opera, you have to go to Opera Night Long Island, because Long Island Opera is something different than Opera Night Long Island. And these are the ones that only charge you $10, and they need the support. Tell your friends. They have a restaurant down the block, and it's a beautiful night out. You get dressed, you go to the opera, you may not even get a flower on your seat.
Right.
So it's really nice. We also have Eddie Sessa tomorrow night. He's going to be singing at Polo Lounge in Westbury. I told you about that place. Every Friday night. You want a nice evening out with your date? Polo Lounge. Frankie's the manager, and Eddie Sessa is the performer, and he is a Sinatra great singer. We also have Bob D'Amato. There he is. He's going to be on our show next week and singing. And Bob does it all.
Yes, he
all
does.
over the parks. He's at he's just everywhere. So if you want to see Bob D'Amato, just go to my Facebook and you'll see all the places. He's really everywhere. He's at the library. He's at Eisenhower Park. These are all Bob's gigs. And we love him. And I actually went to school with Bob, Floral Park, when I was
And
raised.
he does the IBEW
Right.
Christmas parties.
Yes, he does quite a bit.
he
So
does.
he's a busy guy. And he is like a big member of the Breakfast Club and comes here an awful lot and works with Bobby on his singing and his tapes.
That's good.
His audio tapes. So let's see. Do we have anything there for Ed Speck from real estate? That's it. Okay. So we have Andrew. Andrew is going to be tonight at the Polo Lounge. If you want to go stop there for a drink, tell him I sent you. He is like a substitute for Eddie Sessa when Eddie's busy.
Okay.
So, and there's Mr. Speck. Mr. Speck is our enterprise Sponsor, you need something with real estate, you have a question, something that you're embarrassed, you call Ed Speck, because Ed is the greatest. He is from Compass, the whole company Compass Real Estate, and he writes these great newsletters. If you want to, like his famous one this month is called I'm Moving Out. And if you Google I'm Moving Out, you will see everything that he has done as far as pricing, from South Carolina to Florida to North Carolina to Long Island to everywhere. He could find you a house. He could also find you someone to do your trust, your probate. He can find you one man, 17 different topics. And we love him, and he is
That's great.
really very special to the Breakfast Club. So those are the things that we have coming up. But there's Anchor Down. That's our favorite place to eat. And she is a doll. Her name is Jenny. She's the owner. They're at 2479 Adler Court in Seaford. You want a nice fish meal on the water, the table. The boats come right to your table. If you don't like, the smell of boats, then maybe not. But it's a great day out. Saturday,
Sounds
Sunday.
wonderful.
Great restaurants, great people, and they've been with us for 16 years. So, life is really worth living these days. That's why we try to talk about the most positive things we can, because there's too many people out there that are focusing on the negative. And, it's not easy. I'm sure school teachers have to listen to this a lot. Yeah,
Sure.
And that's tough because, they should see what somebody else is going through, and then they maybe wouldn't feel so bad.
Absolutely.
So now where did you always live?
I grew up
Mrs.
on Long
Chang.
Island.
Yeah, where?
East Meadow Schools, Westbury.
Oh, so you were close.
Yeah. Yeah, close.
Yeah, and now you're in Queens, right?
No, I'm right back there. I spent some time in Manhattan, but came back here. My kids actually go to the same elementary school that I went to.
Which
Wow.
one?
Yeah, which is Bowling Green Elementary School.
Oh, I know
Yeah.
that one. Yeah.
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 Yeah, so I've been there.
They have a
while.
lot of great church things over there too, in the churches in Westbury. I
Yeah,
forget the
absolutely.
name of that
Yeah.
one church.
Holy
Susan.
Trinity.
Yes.
It's on Post Avenue.
Yes.
Yeah, that's where my kids got
Oh.
baptized. Yeah.
Okay.
Neighborhoods changed a bit, like any other neighborhood. It's modernized. You have
Yes.
big stores, but it's a busy neighborhood. It's good.
Great.
yeah.
So now, yes. Do you ever go to Monroe's? That's another one of our places.
Monroe's. It sounds familiar.
Yeah, Monroe's. The gentleman's name is Haas, Hoss. He owns the place.
Yeah,
Okay.
we haven't tried that.
He's
yet.
been on the show twice.
I'm gonna go there and drop your name. Is that okay?
Yes.
Maybe
Anywhere you go, drop my
get a good
name.
seat or something.
Yeah,
Okay.
Because then they'll come back. They can
All
come
right.
back. Post Avenue. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the breakfast on the weekends, the kids will love it.
It's
Sounds
a
good.
corner building. right?
Yes. And Haas, you have to meet Haas. He's a sweet man. So it's a family-owned restaurant.
That
So
sounds great.
so basically, if you didn't ever hear of us, did you ever hear of the Breakfast Club or no?
I have actually heard of it.
Really?
I forget where, but it is familiar to me. Yeah.
Okay, so we started 16 years ago.
Yeah.
And we were thrown out of the Sweet Hollow Diner, and that's how this club became, because we didn't have a name, and we called the Newsday. They came, put us on the map, and they said, "What's your name?" We said, "We're like the kids from the movie, only we're old."
Yeah.
And we were thrown out of the diner because we spent too much time and not enough money. And that man that threw us out made us famous, and he's down all the way down under the ground now. But I went there recently, and his picture's on the wall, and I talked to the new owner, it's his son. He goes, "Yeah, that sounds like my father." So isn't that something, how one thing can change?
Everything happens
life.
for a reason. Yeah, and you never know.
Losing my job is,
Very
how
true.
on
Yeah.
both books got famous. And a book doesn't make you rich. A book makes you change and makes your life full of things. Just like a film.
Yes.
It's the same thing.
Yes.
So
Just one other thing that I would really like to say about the film is, and I don't mean this because it could sound rather egotistical and because it's like so not about me.
No.
If there's anything that I learned in making this, it's that it's so not about me. But the film really, in making this film, I cannot tell you how many times I felt like I was like at the end of the rope, and that it looked like, well, I guess I'm just not going to be able to do this. But something would always happen that would save the film. And it got to the point where it was almost like this weird kind of inside joke between, dare I say, me and God, where I felt like he wanted me to make this film.
Oh, for
And
sure.
not, and again, not for anything having to do with me or that the film's going to be this huge success, but that someone out there, I really believe needs to see it. So,
And you
definitely,
and you're
especially if
helping
this
people.
issue touches you personally,
You're
I
helping.
strongly recommend that you know.
And the way I
check
look at it
out
is you, when I would say to you, make a difference, no. I would say to people, be the difference. And you did the verb. You will be the difference because you did it and it's completed. And I could think of 47 people I know that have children in the spectrum. So I know a lot of people, and those children are now of a better age who will probably really like to see the film. And that will go on and on with other people that are watching.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that, we're going to be spreading this around and it's
I
going to
think
be on YouTube tonight.
Yes,
And
well,
it's up
starting
to-
tomorrow now.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about
Tonight, this is going to
this
be.
is going to
Yeah.
be okay.
And, like everybody that's involved, tell your friends. Tell your friends about this show. We can help any kind of
It's going
person
to touch a lot of people.
touches
Yeah,
people,
I really believe
and
so.
I don't know, I'm just thrilled to death. And of course, when you're in family with films, I don't know how your family is. My family always says, "What are you doing now?"
Yeah.
But you know what? For me, every time I get a new screen of something, it's fun.
Yes.
You know
And-
what? You're retired, but you're working harder now than you did
Yes.
when you were working.
But
You're
yes,
more involved with more organizations,
yes,
with more projects.
true. But you're working with people that want to be
Yes,
doing it, and the
yes.
difference with that is they're nice, they're happy, and they're not going to be,
And you're
nasty to you because they're all there for the same reason. They're not getting paid.
right.
Yes.
That's a big factor when
Absolutely.
you volunteer. And that's why I teach the kids and students, volunteer when you go graduate and you go to college. You're going to get things if you volunteer.
I got to tell you something amusing. Yesterday, my horoscope said, service above self. That's the Rotary International saying.
That's
Oh.
true.
And that's what I'm involved in for so many service.
Wow.
That's
Why
true.
it came out in
Yes,
the Pisces.
right.
I'm a Pisces.
Okay.
And it came out in the newspaper in Newsday saying
Well,
service
that's
above
true.
self.
So,
It's
Mr.
beneficial.
Chang,
That's a
you
good
always
thing.
get food on this show. So there's your goodies, all right? This is so you
Fantastic.
could tell all your friends
Yes.
about us, all right? And here's our letter in case you want to show your company. They might want to sponsor us one day.
Love
This is
it.
for your car if you have a car
thank
accident.
You, thank you.
Oh, God
Okay.
forbid.
Well, we have
Thank
one
you.
of our sponsors is
Thank you. We have a goodie
he
bag.
does a lot of car finishing, and
Okay.
if you have an accident, you call Frank. Frank's been
Okay.
with us for 17 years.
Where is he?
New Hyde Park,
Okay.
and he's great, and he's called Frank, and he is just a wonderful. And it's what's the name of his place? Frank's Fenders.
Okay.
And that's what he does. But I look to you guys to tell other people about not only the film, the show.
The show.
And Angelo is going to be posting how to actually see the whole movie. And with a little luck of 2 or 3 sponsors, we are going to have something in the theater. Where is it, that theater? What town? Belmore Theater.
Hopefully that happens.
And if we get the sponsors, it's no easy not to have it.
Yes.
And we're going to fill the theater
Yes.
because we're going to tell everybody.
Yes, you are.
And we're going to have some fun.
And in the meantime, again, starting tomorrow night, which is Friday, August 29th, anytime after 7 p.m., anytime after that, you can view the film. Again, you just have to go to YouTube and type in, it's free. You can type in Max and Angelo Amato film, Max and Angelo Amato film. And if you like it, please like, subscribe, and share, please. So that
Share
other people
tonight.
can
Share,
see it.
share,
Thank
share.
you.
Send
Thank
me
you.
an email for vjanik@optonline.net. Send Angelo an email if you like it. What's your email?
Angelo Amato21@yahoo.com.
And the more people you share it to, even when you watch it, tell them how to watch it again, the more we're going to make that difference out there. And that needs to be done. And I want to thank Bobby Lacera, who owns this great studio, who always goes out of his way and does everything to make things right. And remember, it's time for us to go. So it's going to be a wrap. But remember, live a life worth living. Live a life worth loving. think when you see this movie, you're going to see a triangle, okay, of 3 people that turned into such a beautiful story. And maybe when other people see it and they have people in the spectrum in their family, they're going to say, you know, it could happen. Nothing is impossible. And I say,
I agree.
failure is not an option in my world. Yeah.
Not in my world.
Maybe you feel a little, but it's not an option. And that, my friends, is a wrap. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed it.
Thank you. Yes. Thank you so much
And,
for having me again.
Really a great
Thank you.
show, and can't wait to see the whole film.
I can't wait either.
We could even do it at, you know, some meetings maybe sometime, you know.
Okay.
You know, we'll think about it. We have a lot to
Yeah.
think about, and Angelo's a busy guy. So this is now the fun part, Angelo. Really